very happy to have all of our guests here today. My name is David Haley. I'm the president of the club for this year. One of the few club members who doesn't live in Wendell, but they allow me the privilege of coming to Wendell every week and being a part of this great club. And we always start our meetings with a pledge of allegiance to the flag. So we'll go ahead and do that today, and then you can continue our meeting. If you'll join with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us pray. Lord God, we thank you for the occasion that brings us together today. We thank you for the food that has been provided for us. Pray that you'll bless it to nourish and strengthen us physically. We thank you for the privilege of being a part of a great club in a great community. We thank you for the work of Rotary that has such a positive impact, not only in our local community, but around the world. We pray you'll bless our time together. Amen. You may be seated and continue eating, and without any food. And I'm going to invite Dr. John Lutz to come forward and introduce our special guest today.
Thank you, David. Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. It's nice to see so many guests and familiar faces. I'd like to welcome all our guests, and of course, the Honorable Mayor Virginia Gray, who in just a few moments kind of give us the update and the progress the town of Wendell has made in the last year. I want to take a quick moment and just introduce our club for those who aren't familiar with what Rotary is. Rotary Club is a worldwide service organization that centers on the motto, service above self. We are made up of people from all walks of life, all professions, all religions, all races, all sexes, with the goal of serving our community and making it better. Our club works on local projects each year, such as donating library books to local elementary, middle, and high schools, giving scholarships to graduating seniors, ringing bells for the Salvation Army, and local food drives for area families in need. We meet each week right here, same time, same place. Not quite the same spread, but for good food each time. And there's always a standing invitation to anybody here who wants to join us, see more of what we're about. Mayor Virginia Gray has served the town of Wendell as mayor since 2015. Prior to her being elected as mayor, she served as one of the commissioners from 2009 to 2015. Her list of civic activities and involvement is very impressive, serving on many regional and local boards and committees. As someone who has had the privilege of working with her over the past 5 years, I've seen firsthand the amount of time, thought, and work she puts selflessly gives to make Wendell better and give the citizens a better quality of life. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Virginia Gray.
Thank you, John. That's high praise, and I appreciate that. Well, good afternoon. It's my privilege today to present to you the 2018 State of the Town Address on behalf of the Wendell Board of Commissioners and staff of the town of Wendell. I want to first thank the Rotary Club for the invitation and for sponsoring this event, and for the Wendell Country Club for hosting us today. Joining me on the Wendell Town Board are 5 commissioners. Mayor Pro Tem John Lutz, that we just heard from. He sits directly to my left and keeps me straight during our town board meetings. Commissioner Ben Carroll, Commissioner David Myrick, Commissioner Jason Joyner, and Commissioner John Boyette. Together we represent the citizens as the elected leadership of Wendell, and I want to personally thank each one of my colleagues for their service to the citizens of Wendell. We have a really hard-working, engaged group, and I appreciate their efforts. Joining the elected officials is our new town manager, Mark Collins. He was appointed and began work this past August. We welcome Mark and his family and look forward to the leadership and experience it adds to our town organization. Mark is a member of your group, so I know that y'all know him. He's been a wonderful addition to our town. In addition to the manager, the town board is fortunate to work with two other exceptional appointed officials. Jim Cawley is our town attorney, and Sherry Scoggins, special assistant to the manager, who also serves as the town clerk. Both bring exceptional talent to our community. We have a great team. Since the product of the town is the municipal service that it provides to its residents, the greatest asset to the town is its employees at all levels and representing all departments. It's through their daily efforts in partnership with the citizens that our community grows and our quality of life is improved. The State of the Town address provides the opportunity for me. I enjoy this every year because it allows me to reflect back on the successes and the challenges of the past year, challenges are just opportunities though, and to look forward to upcoming opportunities in the next year. I want to start, real quickly today by looking back at several of the principal achievements of 2018, and then we're going to briefly look ahead at where we're going. The town of Wendell certainly lived up to its motto, small town, big charm, through special events, recreation opportunities, numerous municipal services, and attention to customers. With town staff hosting 27 events in 2018, perhaps the motto should be small town, big fun. Special events require an all hands on deck effort. It really takes everybody because we're a small organization and we also rely on support from the community. Signature events like the Spring into the Arts Walk, July 4th celebration, the Harvest Festival, the Halloween Tree Trail, and Window Wonderland provided visitors and residents alike with family activities, entertainment, and seasonal fun. In addition to the larger events, newer special events continue to grow and add to the family-friendly environment in town, thanks to the Parks and Recreation Department and all of its partners. Events like Princesses in the Park, the Crowtown BMX Show, the Wendell Easter Egg Hunt, Big Truck Day, and family movie nights provided activities for residents of all ages. The growth of Wendell has also encouraged the creation of new and expanded events that reflect new interests, and bring new faces into our community. Events like Bomb with Blue and Public Safety Day, the International Food and Music Festival, Farmhouse Jams, and the Halloween Trick or Trot 5K all provided opportunities for residents of all backgrounds to experience new activities and create new traditions in Wendell. These community events demonstrated a continued effort by the town in 2018 to provide opportunities for people of all ages and interests to maintain the exceptional quality of life enjoyed by the residents and to attract visitors to Wendell. And it's working. The number of new residents and visitors is growing constantly. We all see this growth happening all around us every day, but I'm going to talk a little bit about some specifics. The State Office of Budget Management provided a population estimate of 6,843 residents as of July 2017. Now, these numbers are a year behind, but this estimate provided in 2018, and was given to us in 2018, represents a 4.5% growth in population between 2016 and 2017, and a 14.6% increase in population since April of 2010. So we have been steadily growing since 2010. This growth is certainly mirrored by increased development activity in our community as well. We've all seen the exciting growth of the Wendell Falls development that continues to lead permitting activity and house starts in Wendell, as well as being a leader of residential construction activity in the entire Triangle region. The growth rate increased further in 2018 with 386 single-family home permits issued by the town. This is a 32% increase over the 262 permits issued in 2017. This increase, accompanied by an increase in residential construction costs with improvement values increasing from $52 million in 2017 to $71 million in 2018. Those kinds of numbers make people happy. This is nearly a 27% increase in new residential construction value. In addition, new and renovation construction value for commercial permits also began to see increases in 2017 and 18. Commercial construction values increased 38% from $4.2 million to $11 million. Again, this is significant. We anticipate these new construction trends to continue in 2019. The Board of Commissioners really set our expectations high in 2018 from providing for oversight for the town organization and recognizing participation in the community to set policies and goals to guide Wendell into the future. A highlight of the community and town board accomplishments starts with the investment in public safety and public works with the adoption of the 2018-2019 budget. 1 new police officer, 2 new police cars, and grant approval for firearms and equipment demonstrates that investment and furthers our goal to provide for a safe and secure community that nurtures livable, well-maintained, and family-friendly neighborhoods. Moving forward, more investment will certainly be needed to assist the police department. They're on a path toward the implementation of a community engagement philosophy and achieving department accreditation. I'm real excited about that. Our Public Works Department also received additional staff, new equipment, and additional stormwater program funding. This was due to the recognition of the increased demand on municipal services necessitated by a growing community. Following the budget adoption, the Board of Commissioners became engaged in the recruitment of a new town manager after the announced retirement of longtime Wendell employee Teresa Piner. And I certainly want to thank Mrs. Piner for her many years of dedicated service to the town of Wendell. Developmental Associates was retained to conduct a national recruitment process. Following extensive reviews of candidates and involved assessment center, managed professionals and community involvement also, board interviews, our new town manager was selected. The process was thorough and professional, and once again, I want to welcome Mark Collins to Wendell. Communicating the efforts of the town to its citizens and visitors was an area of continued growth and improvement in 2018. The Wendell Mayor's Show produced 11 shows to provide community awareness for special events, showcase civic groups like the Rotary. We did a show with y'all on the hottest day of the year, I think, outside, but it was fun. And the Lions Club as well, we just did that one. And also to shine a light on our businesses and acknowledge prominent citizens. Filming the show is always exciting for me because it's an opportunity for me to brag about our town and the people here and the things that we have to offer, and I always enjoy those chances. The Board of Commissioners welcomed exceptional students from all 5 schools that serve the town to lead the Pledge of Allegiance and recognize teachers that are making lifelong impacts on our children at town board meetings this past year. We did that again just last night. Beyond the recognitions at meetings, town staff and board members also participated in numerous school events and spent quite a lot of time in the classroom, which we did. Those are always very fun days. You really need to bring your A game. You wouldn't believe some of the things that they ask. It's really cute, funny, but you've got to be ready. I always enjoy those opportunities and appreciate being invited. In May of 2018, Wendell native Jake May was inducted into the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame. May lived very close to where we are right now. And he was known for twice striking out Babe Ruth with his left-handed jug-handle curveball. That was his claim to fame, and we all really wanted to celebrate that. He played baseball, and then he was a farmer. During that time, that was very typical. Following the celebration, the town of Wendell was presented a plaque recognizing Jake May's sporting achievements in baseball, and it remains on display at the town hall. We're very proud of that. Not many towns have someone at the Sports Hall of Fame. That's very cool. In November of 2018, we continued the tradition of recognizing the annual Mayor's Award winner at the Chamber of Commerce annual banquet. This year's honor was conveyed to Sherry Hedrick, a local second-generation business owner who was instrumental in establishing a business incubator in our downtown and also opening her office to develop high school-age interns. She always has interns and they're working for her. She's since retired, unfortunately, but best of luck to her in her retirement. Sherry was a deserving winner since the award recognizes citizens who quietly go about serving the Wendell community through volunteerism and involvement in civic groups. The town of Wendell is in the business of providing municipal service to its customers. That's what towns do. The most important asset that we have to accomplish that is our employees. The people that occupy the facilities, they use the equipment, they provide the programs that make the town organization what it is. Our employees are exceptional, and they provide exceptional municipal services to the citizens of Wendell. Currently, the town of Wendell has 51 full-time employees working in 6 departments: administration, finance, parks and recreation, planning, police, and public works. As the town is growing with new streets to patrol, more homes creating yard debris, more plans to review, more accounts to manage, more kids recreating, and more people to serve, so too has the organization grown. In addition to adding employees, we are constantly seeking ways to increase efficiency in providing services. We're hiring heavily right now. I feel like we've been hiring a lot. But that's a good thing. The finance department was recognized in 2018 for continued success in being good stewards of the public purse, and the administration department welcomed a new face in management. Specifically, the finance department received a certificate of achievement in financial reporting for its comprehensive annual financial report for fiscal year 2017. This represents the second year the town received the recognition. We've won it, done it 2 years in a row now. We've received it 2 years in a row. The town received an unmodified opinion for its fiscal year 2017 audit, which reflects the continued efforts of the organization to demonstrate financial activity in compliance with generally accepted accounting procedures. Administration staff assisted in the successful town manager recruitment process and provided for a smooth transition. Sherry Scoggins earned a well-deserved thank you. We can't thank her enough for providing institutional knowledge and support onboarding new staff and serving as the town clerk to the board in addition to her other roles last year. And Sherry wears a lot of hats. Busy, 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 and a ton of fun is a good description for the Parks and Recreation Department in 2018. They served approximately 19,925 people in adult and youth athletics, programs, and special events in 2018, representing a 37% increase above the previous year. That's a huge increase. Programming on the new multi-purpose field started with hosting East Wake Academy's home soccer matches. In preparation for the new youth soccer program starting in 2019, the department received a grant of $1,000 from Target for fun equipment needs. While 17 program areas were offered for adults and youth participants in 2018, 2 new programs to bring to your attention were the addition of special needs gym time and community garden programs. The new programs provide opportunities for increasingly diverse user groups to participate in our community by providing dedicated gym time for special populations and by starting a community garden program that includes the donation of locally grown produce to local food banks. I am particularly proud of these 2 things. Of all the things that we did last year, I'm particularly proud of both of these. While the new planner position was added to the planning department at the end of 2018, it's amazing how much work the 3 positions in the department accomplished during the course of the year prior to that. Development activity and permitting, assisting with community appearance, preparing for the future are all roles of our small but very dedicated planning department. New commercial permitting and construction activity in 2018 included the start of a $6.6 million project to construct a warehouse and office expansion at Coyote Tractor Facility. Additional commercial projects completed this year include the Wendell Boulevard EMS station, AAA Louvers, the Wendell ABC store, the Wake County Convenience Site, and the Cruisers gas station. New downtown businesses included Everest Kitchen, the Hemp Source, and the Canine Perfection Grooming Salon expansion. In addition to their busy day-to-day tasks, in 2018, the planning department administered 2 particularly interesting and visible projects. They provided for the installation of 16 wayfinding signs throughout the town to direct residents and visitors to key destinations. And also sidewalk accessibility was improved at several Wendell Boulevard locations throughout town through the installation of ADA curb ramp and crosswalk improvements using North Carolina DOT Transportation Alternative Program funds. The town of Wendell joined with Wake County in the implementation of Intergov, a fully digital building permit review and submission system in July 2018. The implementation of the new system during peak construction season proved to be quite a challenge to the resiliency of the entire county and municipalities and the development community. But by the end of 2018, Our new staff trained to use the system. With our new staff trained to use the system, the planning department was up to date with all our submitted permits. So that's great. The police department and its service level is expanding right along with our growing community. The department is a balance of new, mid-career, and experienced staff, with sworn members having just over 13 years of service on average. And 2018 was a busy year for them. The department experienced some change due to retirement, position changes, and the addition of a new position. After 30 years of public service, including the last 11 in Wendell, the organization celebrated the retirement of Sergeant Stephen Hall in March of 2018. A new position added was progress towards a staffing goal of having at least 4 officers on each of our 4 patrol shifts at any given time. A final position will be needed this year to achieve that goal and provide the manpower that we need for events, training opportunities, and to patrol our growing jurisdiction. Call volume decreased 16% in 2018, with a reduction of calls for service from 6,669 in 2017 to 5,598 in 2018. The calls included both citizen and officer-initiated efforts. The nature of the service provided ranged from unlocking vehicles to suspicious persons to traffic stops and more serious criminal matters. Incident reports, typically related to actual crime reports, also decreased 7% from 394 in 2017 to 365 in 2018. I'm always happy to see things like that, but Wendell has traditionally been and remains a very safe community. It's always good to see those numbers go down. Vehicle collisions investigated were relatively unchanged, with 142 in 2018 and 148 in 2017. Considering our community-oriented policing policy, the police department has continued community events like the 10th Annual Public Safety Day held in May of 2018, Camp Choices, a week-long youth camp in August of 2018, and their Bond with the Blue events that are spread out throughout the year to further engage with the Wendell community. Last year also included the addition of new equipment and technology with the purchase of 2 new patrol vehicles and the implementation of new computer-aided dispatch system. The vehicles now provide updated workspace for officers, and the CAD system allows for officers to receive complete and accurate information from dispatch. Both reflect a commitment to make improvements in the area of law enforcement technology. This past year for Public Works centered around bringing on new staff, new structure, and new expectations that allow the department to grow professionally and take on challenges and be flexible in the face of adversity. The code enforcement function for the town was moved to Public Works and now includes inspection services for stormwater, driveways, and sidewalks, in addition to zoning enforcement. The annual stormwater report was submitted to the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality, and 2 staff have become certified stormwater inspectors. The town stormwater program is growing with the town and is becoming a department priority. New equipment acquired in 2018 at Public Works included the Bravo sweeper and the brush hog knuckle boom truck. Both are in service to assist with street cleaning and debris removal services for citizens. Recognizing the need for training and more staff eligible to operate heavy equipment, many positions in the department now require commercial driver's licenses, so regular in-service training is added right into their staff schedule so they can obtain those. The resilience of our new staff, we do have new staff out there, and equipment were put to the test this past fall in peak leaf season, following the loss of the sole leaf truck and the temporary loss of the primary heavy equipment operator to the department. They handled it well and rose to the challenge and fought through delayed schedules to complete the leaf season. They identified systems to provide new systems to provide the service, use neighboring community equipment, train staff on new equipment, and work overtime shifts to provide service for residents. We sure appreciate the extra effort that went into that. In 2018 also saw the completion and opening of a new Public Works building. The building provided offices, temperature controlled storage a little bit, and additional garage for equipment. The manager and I often, when we meet, get sidetracked and end up talking about the employees, because something great has always happened, and we end up discussing it. And it's always to their credit, and we always discuss how dedicated and hardworking our town staff is, and the great things that are happening here in Wendell, and it's because of them. Our employees right now are working through increased training, changing and improved equipment. They're implementing new and innovative practices. There's a lot of change going on. They take great pride in their work, and they always rise to the occasion, and they always have a smile, and that says a lot about them, and I really appreciate that. Their efforts are exciting and cause me to look forward to 2019 with excitement and anticipation. I'm anxious to see how we'll build on the accomplishments from this past year. From all indications, Wendell is on track for an exceptional 2019. The town board started strong this year with the adoption of the Town of Wendell Strategic Plan that establishes 5 key policy goals in the area with 54 policy initiatives to guide organizational efforts through the coming year. Several exciting efforts are already underway or planned to begin soon in 2019. The town is working with the North Carolina Department of Commerce on an economic assessment that has included significant citizen and stakeholder engagement. Its purpose is to identify ways for Wendell to improve economic opportunity in our downtown, along with the Wendell Falls Parkway and throughout the Wendell community. We look forward to receiving the report from the Commerce staff in April, and then move forward with some of the ideas that we received from the community during this process. The board has prioritized seeking ways to improve our downtown and connecting it with the Wendell Falls community along the parkway. The police department is going to be developing the timeline to begin to review policies to achieve accreditation through the Commission of Accreditation for law enforcement agencies in the next few years. It's a long process. We'll get that started. This commitment to professionalism is a policy initiative of the town and is identifying opportunities to improve officer health and safety through the promotion of physical fitness, use of employee assistance programs, and equipment. Staff is going to also be investigating methods to close gaps in water and sewer service all around town, and to provide extensions to encourage the appropriate infill development and meet health needs of citizens. In addition to infrastructure, the board prioritized staff to begin intersection improvements to implement the transportation plan and provide for safe traffic movements in town. The town is kicking off a Parks and Recreation Master Plan process this spring to help identify land, facility, and program needs as we're growing into the future, and this will also require citizen participation. Of particular interest is an implementation plan to connect the historic part of Wendell area to the growth areas like Wendell Falls through greenways to allow golf carts in addition to bikes and pedestrians. Finally, the town will be working to improve communication in 2019 through the addition of a town clerk position this spring. I said we were hiring a lot, and updating our snapshot, which is our monthly communication and project tracker. It's going to be formatted to provide the board and the community with regular updates on implementing the strategic initiatives that I alluded to earlier. As always, we're also working to provide information to our citizens through a variety of communication tools, social media, to get the message out and about all the positive activities and events and things happening in Wendell. In closing, I just wanted to make an observation. I notice every year that as we prepare for this, that in addition to the day-to-day tasks that are accomplished by our employees and the staff at the town of Wendell, there's always an extra effort that seems to fall into a pattern or a trend. You may have noticed as well. The first year, we kind of took stock of where we were and how we got here and where we needed to go next. The second year was kind of about town-wide facility improvements that were much needed, and we started on that. The third year was about technology and technological improvements that we offer our citizens and the way we do business in the town of Wendell. To me, in 2018 and 2019, the focus is on the next logical step, and that is the improvement and fine-tuning of our organization internally and our processes and procedures, and we've already started some of that. These behind-the-scenes things are things that need to be done, but you would likely not notice them, except that you'll notice things are going very well. A few examples are the development of career paths and professional development opportunities for our employees, examination of our town charter and our rules of procedure, training for citizen board members, And things like that are going to aid us in upgrading the way we do business from the inside out. Our vision statement for the town of Wendell says, the town of Wendell is clean, safe, vibrant, and full service with a diverse population. Our citizens' friendly reputation is assured by the quality of our facilities and our professional staff who work efficiently to provide great customer service. We have a knowledgeable town board who works efficiently to incorporate input from citizen advisory boards and staff to be responsible stewards of our tax dollars through leveraging by watching return on investment and maintaining our fund balance. The efforts of the Wendell community, the town board, and our professional staff have certainly advanced our town closer to achieving this vision. With the excitement of the opportunities ahead in 2019, working together, we will be that vibrant community. I feel like we kind of already are. That will be that vibrant community of our aspirations and continue to provide exceptional municipal services that improve the quality of life of our residents, businesses, and visitors. I want to thank you again for your time and attention today. It's certainly been my pleasure to be here with you. I can't wait to see what 2019 brings. I'm confident it will be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Wonder if anybody has a question for the mayor. Now's your chance.
Oh, come on. There's got to be one.
We'll just line up out the door.
No.
Or we just post it on Facebook. Right?
Yeah, well, everybody knows how to find me. Well, thank you for having me.
Virginia, tell us about the major project on 3rd Street.
That is you're talking about where the street cuts and things are happening. The City of Raleigh Public Utilities Department is installing new utility lines through there. It's going to, what we had there was adequate, but this is new, improved, a little bit larger, and it's going to enable some of our downtown businesses to grow if they choose. 3rd Street's going to get paved. I know everybody's real upset, concerned about all the cuts and things. It's going to get milled down, so it'll be down lower because it's already above the curves if you look at the sides. So it's going to be milled down and repaved as soon as all this is done. It was planned out so that this would happen first, the paving next, so that the brand new pretty paving would have to get cut up. Of course, you know, plans like that don't always work out the way you want them to, and inevitably, I feel confident it won't be long before somebody's cut it for something. But at least it would just be one spot instead of, because there's been a lot of cutting take place in there. They're also installing their new fire hydrants in some of the neighborhoods. When they started that, it kind of, you know, grows out. And those, I don't know if you've seen them or not, some of them are all different colors, and they look kind of weird, but they will come along and all be painted to match once they're finished.
Is that a state street?
3rd Street is a DOT road, yes. Yes.
Any other questions?
Actually, I appreciate your presentation today. You expound on the new projects construction on Main Street and Hannah Drive.
That is Wendell Boulevard and Hannah.
Yeah.
It's a Hardee's.
Yeah.
There's a Hardee's being built there. Yes, sir. So we're growing. That's the next logical thing that's going to come. It's a Hardee's. That's great.
There's going to be more development space there available for commercial retail as well.
All behind it and over. There's more land there than it looks like if you just glance. You know, you think, well, there's this one lot right there on the corner, but it's
Yeah, it goes behind. There's going to be a roadway that wraps around and goes behind. So it's going to be available.
So this is the start. You know, and then and to me, the best thing about it, of course, was that we're growing, but it's going to, they're going to all be stubbed together, and maybe it will help get in and out of the food line parking lot. That's a bonus to me, because I do a lot of grocery shopping. So.
I don't think there's a place in town or out that we're not getting calls and development inquiries about right now. So I wouldn't get too fixated on one project.
Yeah.
Our challenge is keeping all the balls in the air and working with our partners. I know the fire station's excited about their new station in the coming year, and there's a lot going on in 19.
A lot.
And you'll be able to get your golf cart to Hardee's. from
I can.
Boston.
Yeah, hopefully, I looked at you and I was talking about that. I would love to make a connection out here so that we can do that. So I know Joe and Valerie want to be able to ride back and forth.
I've already talked to the church about our way for the charging station.
Oh, that'd be great.
Halfway point.
When I can carry a battery, right? Sometimes I put my battery in the back, I charge her in the back of my golf cart when I'm riding around, just in case. I need a little juice to keep her going.
Church is on board for that.
Okay,
For the
well, good.
record.
That's good. It's good to know.
As a citizen, it's really nice to have such an active mayor and such a good working board. It's, the spirit between the board members is great,
It is.
and that's really a big plus.
It's important. It's very important. Thank you.
Takes a lot of dedication to be a commissioner or a mayor. A whole lot of dedication.
It does. It does. I enjoy it. The good far outweighs the things that are test you sometimes. And anything in life, everything in life isn't easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And so if you have challenges and things, life would be boring if it was easy every single day, every single thing. Most of it's great. And when we have challenges, and we do, those are just opportunities to kind of be thinking cap on and think of something new. That's important to be able to do that and bend with that.
Anyone else?
I would like to thank the people from the different departments that are here too.
Glad to have everyone here today to be a part of this. And again, we appreciate it, Mayor, you making yourself available
It's
and
my pleasure.
give us such a thorough and good report to let us know all the good things that are in the works in Wendell. One of the primary characteristics of Rotary Club is that we promote a high standard of moral and ethical behavior in the community. And so we always conclude our meetings with the 4-way test. So I'll invite you to stand, and if you don't know it, it's on this banner up here, and we'll repeat this together. Of the things that we think, say, or do, first, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you very much.